Today I'm going to go through with you a problem and then my answer to that problem. Now, my answer might not be the way you would go about this problem, but it does all depend on the individual and the circumstances, but I just want to provide you with how I would handle such a situation. Now, the question to this problem is, a manager in my organisation is very blunt with her team. She means well but doesn't realise she's causing offence. How can I have a conversation about communication and tact? The way I would deal with this is I would provide the senior manager, who is this individual's manager, with some coaching on how to direct that conversation, especially if they weren't feeling comfortable in order to have that conversation, because it is really important that that conversation is had, because you could end up having a demotivated team. You could end up having a team in which they are fearful to express their opinions, and that is really not what you want within your culture of the business. So before this conversation is had, I think it would be really important to have some examples prepared in which you can go through what has happened and how it could have been handled differently. And also potentially find some training courses in which you feel this could help support the manager in communicating with their team. Now, I would ensure that the meeting had with the manager is done privately and that you start the conversation off positively, going through all the things that are going well in the team and what they're doing well as a manager, and then going into the areas in which improvement could be had by providing those examples which you may have gathered from other individuals before the meeting, or it may be what you've observed yourself, and providing some feedback. Also, listening to what the manager has to say in response to that feedback you give is really important to direct that conversation. I would also provide the training courses which are found, which could potentially help the manager with their communication to their team. But I would also really emphasise that I'm there to support the manager and to help them wherever they feel they may need some extra assistance. Finally, I would make sure to put a date in the diary for maybe the following month to see how things are going, check on the progress, maybe also speak to a few team members just to find out if there has been any change in communication, and then take it from there. I know this conversation could be a really challenging conversation to have, but it is definitely one that needs to be had before it gets to a stage in which potentially we have employees leaving. And you definitely want to maintain a positive work culture, so it's really imperative for the conversation to be had. I'd really love to hear how you would deal with a situation like this. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.